Yo, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back to yet another video. They just keep coming. Today we're looking at the Malfeasance. As we know, 180 RPM hand cannons got buffed. They do 61 to the head now. They used to do 57. They have just been given a really nice bump to their consistency. The time to kill remains the same, however. Malfeasance, nothing's changed. It's better in Gambit against taken enemies, but also the main thing about the gun is you shoot someone 5 times and then the Malfeasance slugs burrow into them and explode them. Long story short, especially now, even more so with the increase to the damage, if you put 5 bullets of a Malfeasance into a player, they are dead. They could literally be 70 meters away. If they take 5 shots from this gun, they are dead. Now, of course, 5 shots on a 180 RPM hand cannon isn't optimal, so let's talk optimals first of all. The optimal time to kill for this weapon is 1 second, just like every other 180 hand cannon. And hitting 61 to the head or hitting 2 headshots and 2 body shots will drop someone before the Malfeasance perk can even take into effect. So what are we talking about here then with this gun? Is it insane? I think it's incredible now. I really do think it's a very good and extremely powerful team shotting tool. Now, you know, before, if you ran into a stack of Malfeasance players, you think to yourself, oh, they're memeing or they're trolling. But the difference is now, if players were actually to run, you know, 3 Malfeasances in trials and stay together in team shot, it would be a big problem for anybody to fight against. This gun's potential has just gone up several notches. You might think, okay, going from 57 a crit to 61 a crit, what's the big deal? Trust me, it is a big deal, especially with this gun. It makes the explosions more powerful by default because you're putting in more damage to activate the perk than you were before. You know, before you were hitting body shots and they were tickling, now they're tickling a little bit more intensely. And it all makes a difference. These things stack up with each other and it just creates a more lethal weapon. You can see in the gameplay here on Midtown, I was laning with a hand cannon. This is probably the only hand cannon in the game where you can play like this. I was just sitting in the lane, putting shots in, going into cover, going back out, and eventually if players were getting into long drawn out fights with me, they would die to the Malfeasance explosions. It really is good, and as you can see that guy was in a super and it didn't make any difference whatsoever. He got taken out. Those 2 guys there were holding hands and they got taken out because that's what it can do. It can do collateral damage to other players. The Malfeasance is not a weapon to be slept on anymore. Now, I am on a hunter. I know. Wait, what? Shake's on a hunter? The reason why I'm on a hunter is because obviously 180 RPM hand cannons now have the potential to 3-shot when Radiant is active. And of course, activating Radiant is easiest on a hunter by using Acrobat's dodge, 100 mobility, utility kickstart, and Ember of Benevolence. I was getting my dodge back constantly. How does Ember of Benevolence help me get my dodge back? Well, I heal my teammate and that procs the perk, and it just massively increases your ability cooldowns. So essentially what you're going to be seeing in almost all of the clips is that I am Radiant. Now, an important thing to note with Radiant, I did the testing, it only 3 taps with Radiant for players at 9 resilience or less. If you're at 100 resilience, you will be able to tank this. Now, it's really strange because on your screen, you're seeing 67 to the head when Radiant's active, but the numbers kind of round up in this game. Actually, I believe it's hitting 66 to the head, because according to my math, that would be 198 damage. I also tested it in game against a Titan with 100 resilience, and I could not 3-tap him with Radiant active. So yeah, I do believe anyone running 9 resilience or less will be 3-tapped though, and that's a lot of players. Not everybody can spec into 100 resilience. It's mainly Titans that you're going to be seeing with 100 resilience. Most Warlocks and most Hunters will be fair game for a 183 tap. Now, adding Radiant into the mix on this gun is it just makes it insane, because now I can 3-tap you every time I see you pretty much. And if I don't 3-tap you, I damn sure will 4-tap you. And if for some reason you want another bullet, then you are just guaranteed dead. There's just nothing you can do. You can't survive against this weapon. It is genuinely a pretty powerful and unique weapon in my opinion. And pains me to say it, but it's almost like a hunter exotic at this point, because using a hunter will really allow you to get the absolute most out of this weapon now, which is obviously pretty cool. But again, if you're not a hunter, I think it's still a good gun. But I believe if you're not a hunter and you want to use a 180 RPM hand cannon, then you might want to look elsewhere. You might want to look at the Frontiers Cry. I did a review on that yesterday. If you haven't seen that, check it out right after this one. And if you didn't know that I uploaded that video, well, turn on notifications and you will never miss an upload of mine. Now, of course, there is one other thing I would request, and that's if you're enjoying the content, to slap a like, leave a comment, all of that good stuff. But yes, I digress. This gun is powerful. Look at these guys all the way in the back. If he peeks again, he's dead. If he peeks again, he's dead. Look at that. You can't survive this gun once it hits you that many times. And I only need 3 headshots to take you out most of the time anyway. So yeah, this is an insanely powerful gun. For sure, this is the most powerful I've ever seen Malfeasance in the history of the game. And specifically with this build on Hunter, it's one of the best hand cannons in the game like this. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. Like I said though, you can only really get the most out of this setup playing on a Hunter. If you're playing on a Titan, it's a little bit awkward. You need to tag someone with a melee or something. That is kind of sickening considering, you know, Sun Warrior was initially the Titan ability and now it's been given to Hunters. Obviously, I'm proccing Radiant with my lightweight knife as well on the Hunter, which is basically a better way to proc Radiant. Even if you were to compare the throwing hammer to the lightweight knife as a means of which to proc Radiant, the lightweight knife is hands down better. So yeah, Hunter is just better in every way when it comes to activating Radiant. And I hope the gameplay showed that as well. Pretty much Radiant the whole time. Now, my friends, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's just have a quick look at the scoreboard. What do we do? 57 points, 38 defeats with a 4.22. Not bad on the Hunter, not bad. I think it was my first time. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.